was difficult because we did have a website company and then somebody also doing our Google services at the time. But things were not, we found issues way later after the fact that things weren't being accounted for. And a year or two later, we weren't seeing the SEO results that we wanted. So that's why we found Kaleidoscope. We heard great things from some colleagues and doing our own research, comparing different companies. We came across Mary. You specifically treated us like family. You were very honest and transparent. And so Cyrus and I felt safe going with you, to be honest. It felt like you had our best interest at heart, where that's hard to find today.
So the reason that I asked that you would do this is yours was a unique situation in that, you had gone through the process and the advice that was given to you didn't prove to deliver what it was that you wanted. So with this interview, the first question I'd like to ask you is just briefly describe, your business being an orthodontic practice with you and your partner, kind of like your elevator speech.
Sure. Yeah, so I've been practicing orthodontics since 2020. My husband's also an orthodontist. He graduated a year ahead of me. And we have our own practice in North County, San Diego, and Escondido. We took over a retiring orthodontist office October 2022. So we're approaching that 2-year mark. So really grateful to be here. Yeah, love what we do.
And so, it's great that everything is going well, especially during this economy. But can you share with us why you contacted Kaleidoscope to begin with? And because of some issues that you were having, what did you hope to achieve when actually contracting our services?
Yeah, so our situation was a little bit interesting because we were trying to find a good practice for us. It's obviously very saturated here and difficult to find a nice spot. So in 2021, we were subleasing space out of a general dental office. And that's where we started to build our brand and started seeing patients little by little there until we found our new spot. It was difficult because we did have a website company and then somebody also doing our Google services at the time. But things were not, we found issues way later after the fact that things weren't being accounted for. And a year or two later, we weren't seeing the SEO results that we wanted. So that's why we found Kaleidoscope. We heard great things from some colleagues and doing our own research, comparing different companies. We came across Mary. You specifically treated us like family. You were very honest and transparent. And so Cyrus and I felt safe going with you, to be honest. It felt like you had our best interest at heart, where that's hard to find today. And we did speak to, at least 2 to 3 other companies. So we're really, really happy with our decision.
And that's great to hear, because I've always treated my clients like they were family. With my orthodontic background from years ago, that's what I did with patients, and it kind of translated into my business. That's how you treat your clients or your patients. You treat them like family with all that. So if you had to compare your experience with the previous vendor versus the experience working, it wasn't just with me that you were working, but with our team. Can you describe a little bit about the differences when you moved from one to another?
You guys have been all great, pretty responsive. Everything kind of moved quickly. There was not much to do on our end as far as just preparation, extensive content. We had a lot ready to go, but then you guys also made it just easy for us to implement and get our website up and running. So Bree's been great. You've been awesome. And the whole team, every time we've had a concern, that's been important to us is, getting back in a timely manner. So we appreciate that. Other company, everything, sure, the aesthetics was great, but I think there was some things missing on the back end, maybe thoroughness. And later we found, with you, that there was some issues and things not being done properly. So we appreciate the just attention to detail that you guys have really, really brought.
Was there anything that surprised you about working with us that you didn't expect?
I think just how easy it was to get our website going. It was smoother than I thought. I thought there would be a lot more back and forth, and everything was it was perfect.
And if someone was on the fence about determining whether or not they would consider Kaleidoscope as their vendor, like you mentioned, you had interviewed 2 or 3 other vendors, which is very common today. Anyone who's doing their due diligence is going to interview more than one vendor. What would you tell them about us?
I would say speak to Mary and you will not be disappointed. I'm just being completely honest because you actually care, and that's so important to us. Very, very important.
And I appreciate that. Are there any other thoughts that you'd like to share with us that you haven't already mentioned?
We're honestly very happy with the progress that we have seen so far. I know the economy is tough, but we're very happy with how we're ranking, and we're looking forward to see our practice grow with the help of Kaleidoscope, of course. But we're very excited.
Great. And I hope that things are going to turn quickly. Everybody's keeping their fingers crossed. I think we just need to get out of 2024 and into 2025, and everything will settle down.
Yeah.
Got to get past these elections and things that are keeping people, kind of conservative at this time.
Yeah.
And I really want to thank you for taking this time. I know you are a very busy lady. And we very much appreciate you as one of our clients. And, as always, if you need us, you know where we are. And I hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too. I appreciate you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.